And we are live.
We are?
Yes, we are live, but we don't know it. We can't see that we're live.
Go to YouTube.
Well, I will go to YouTube.
Oh.
By the way, if you want anybody to hear you, you need to speak louder to the mic.
Ha ha!
Yeah. Let's bring it down a little bit.
Ha ha!
Oh, brother. This is what you get when you have kids. So we go to my channel, and here we're going to see we are live now.
Ooh.
And we can mute that out.
You might want to mute that.
Yeah, we'll have some serious back and forth. All right. So you can see that's what everybody is seeing there.
Is anyone watching?
At the moment, there's 3 watching, which includes us. So there's 2 people watching.
Hi, 2 people.
Oh, come on, Keith. It's not dead. It's a little different. That's all. We'll have Builder Hall 9 in a few months' time, and you'll be happy again. Trust me. Right now, I'm focusing on the home village, and of course, war robots. I'm going to play a little war robots here because we're going to do one last live stream test before I start to schedule the regular ones. Hey, Sharik. Thanks. We're going to schedule the regular live streams here in another day, and I want to do one more testing war robots so that I can adjust the audio on it. Appreciate you guys sticking around just to kind of give me feedback on what you're seeing here. I got Wolf with me. He's standing next to me, and we're going to do a little squad action here. Did you set up the squad yet?
Oh, no, I probably should, though.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the squad set up. If you guys haven't played this yet, really, this game is awesome. You get to play with giant mechs and just go out and destroy stuff, and that's fun.
They're robots.
Yeah, they're giant mechs. They're cool.
Robots.
Ah, mechs.
Okay.
Come on, let's do a beacon rush. I'm gonna start off with my Kumiho.
Jesse, as normal.
Yep.
Okay, so you're there.
I think the audio is good enough. We'll really know as soon as we start getting into the battle here. In War Robots, you've got different types of mechs. Each one has different strengths. Each one has different weaknesses.
Some have abilities. Most have abilities.
And most have some kind of ability.
Some don't.
The weapons are what's really cool. And this one I'm using here, this kind of pink and red one, is a Kumiho, and he's a Dashbot. He's a light robot with 2 hard points. I've got Orkans on him. Oh, crud. And he's not going to last for very much longer. You can see that guy's got the little eye over him. I can't lock on to him. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's test out a Mercury and see how he does. Oh, there you are, Wolf.
Oh, he's too far. Oh.
Now, supposedly, when the Mercury comes down, he sends off some kind of blast, kind of like a Hellburner does.
Wait, when'd you get a Mercury?
I don't know. Sometime.
Dad, stop spending money on this game.
I'm not spending money. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm done. I'm coming in with Stalker. The Stalker has a stealth ability that makes it so that other players can't aim on you, so it makes it harder for them to shoot at you. So, and since the Stalker is a light robot, he can run around faster. So what I like to do, I like to set up the stealth and run around my opponent so that they can't aim at me, and then it's just way easier to kill them.
Oh man, this robot's awesome.
I did the loadout one. Wait, isn't that the one that jumps up and slams down?
He's one of them, yeah. It's not suppression. Am I going to push BB? Yes, I will eventually be pushing the builder base, but
See,
I focus.
Keith's got it. It's robots.
Whatever.
They're not mechs.
They're mechs.
Yeah, okay, they're mechs.
They're giant mechs, and they're cool.
They're cool, but they're not mechs.
Well, he can take a bit of a beating. But yeah, I'm going to push the builder base. Maybe next season. This season's been more focused on upgrading my home villages.
Season?
Yeah. Within Clash of Clans, you have seasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant like season, like on this season of Gaming with Knock.
No.
a TV show.
Not a TV show.
Okay.
What the heck?
What?
Dude, shoot me. I'm on his team.
Yeah, people do that. It gets annoying after a while.
Kill. I love the energy weapons on this Griffin.
Fun fact, I'm less advanced because I started later.
I tried to get you into it, and you didn't go. I mean...
No, you didn't. I'm on my last robot.
Yeah, I might have one more robot after this.
I'm running a Gareth, which is another light robot. He has a shield that he puts in front of him. It slows him down a tad bit, but he has extra defense.
You gotta remember, you gotta project. Otherwise, nobody's gonna be able to hear you.
I'm not a projector, Dad. You don't have Netflix on me.
You're my kid. You're a projector.
Aww.
I think we're about to lose this. Hey.
When have we not lost?
We win all the time. We're gonna lose this round.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that was not expected.
We definitely win on this all the time.
Yeah, we're just not gonna win this one. That's all. I'm out.
We could leave battle.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave battle.
Okay, if we're doing that.
This was just to test it anyway, so that's good enough. That gives us enough audio to see where you're at as far as the mic and whether you can be heard, whether we had too much noise from the computer or not.
Ooh.
So we're in pretty good shape
How many
with that.
people are watching?
There's 4 people watching.
So including us.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I can do that, and then I can switch.
Oh, guess I'm gonna leave now. Oh.
Then come back up like that.
Oh.
So we can fade in and out between the key card and into the screen with the game itself. Then if I want to change accounts, I can fade back out again.
So that people don't see everything.
You know, people aren't seeing me switch accounts now. They're seeing the opening card. We'll hop over to...
But they know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's fine that they know what I'm doing. That's not a problem.
I know.
And here you guys go. Here you can see my current builder base. This is the one that I ran. I've run it for a while now. It's not very common. It's similar to some of the eyebrow bases, but it's got those side aprons as well as the top apron that kind of disrupts the pathing. It works pretty well. And I've run this on this base as well as some others that have max defenses. Usually it's the max defense bases that I like to run this one on.
Who calls a base an eyebrow base?
Well, it's got like a big Wario eyebrow across the top of it. You see that? It looks
it's
like...
not Wario.
It's kind of like
More
Wario.
like Mario.
Mario doesn't have a big multi-angled eyebrow like that.
Yeah, but it's an M, not a W. Get it
So,
right.
well, Wario's is an M. It's just an eyebrow. It's a big bushy... Who asked you, kid?
I'm searching that up right now.
Well, you go ahead and search that up. Google is your friend. All right. I'm going to run just one
Eyebrow base.
attack here. We're going to see how it comes out. What do you think we should run here?
Hi, person that just said hi. I think that... I don't even know.
Let's just go ahead and run a shimmy, a minion drops. Hopefully that'll live long enough to get the next balloon up there. We'll let one come in from the bottom. And I guess we'll send in the battle machine.
Oh yeah, Wario definitely has a unibrow.
Yeah, he does. And it's the shape of an M.
It's not a unibrow.
Sure it is. You can't see it because he's got his brow furrowed, but yeah, it's the shape of an M and it comes right down above his nose. You need to see a picture where he doesn't have his brow furrowed. And you'll see that Wario does in fact have a big W-shaped or M-shaped eyebrow.
He has one eyebrow.
Yes.
2 eyebrows.
No, they're not really 2, they're 1.
It's not. Can we get a confirmation in the chat? Does Wario have 1 or 2 eyebrows? It's 2.
He's got 1.
It's not 1.
It's 1. Let's run another attack on the builder base. Let's see if we can get a really cool one. Oh, it's a Sidewinder.
No one's confirming anything yet.
How about we do, let's see here, Jaibaka, I think.
Yeah, it's... Does it look like that? Well, there's Google.
We're going to do a Jaibaka on this one. Do I want to come up from the bottom? I think I'm going to go from the top, see if I can't get to that giant cannon quicker. Giant cannon looks a little menacing. Let's give this a try.
Wait, how do I pronounce your... No, not yours. That guy's username.
Z4VC?
No, like, the 4 can represent an A.
It could.
Zavik. You're called Zavik now.
We'll send this in here. The objective is to target.
All of the pictures I can find
did not work at
has
all.
Wario with 2 eyebrows.
Alright, so while I tried to get the Super P.E.K.K.A to go in and distract the giant cannon, that did not work at all. So we lost a bunch of our cannon carts in the process, but I think we're still going to get a 2-star.
2 eyebrows.
That's a weird picture of him. That's not right. He's supposed to have a unibrow.
Oh my gosh! He doesn't have a unibrow! Oh. The 4... Oh.
Oh, the 4 does not mean A. Okay.
Zafor Bizek. Who's that in the... Oh, that's me!
That's Wolfkind. It's my son. We're going to be doing broadcasts each week together on some of the games that we play. We started off with War Robots. Now, talking about this base. You see these last 2 attack runs that we had here. This base defended 57% and then 35%. It was 35% against air. This base is actually fairly difficult for air attackers who don't know what they're doing. There is a way to take it down with air, but it depends on how you come in. So let's watch this one here and take a look at this replay. How's he going to come in? Well, this one's not going to last very long. It's going to be about a minute long. Okay. So it looks like he's going to try taking out some of the stuff around the edges first. The problem is, though, he's only got 30 beta minions, so that's going to take a little bit of his troops down there. Yeah, I got full loot, but what am I going to do? Just not play? I'm not wasting anything. I don't need it right now. Alright, so he's going to try to come in at the air bombs. And that's not going to work very well. The way this base is designed, the air bombs are going to weaken his troops. Then he's going to be hit by kind of a secondary line of defense that's going to do the same thing. He'll get the builder hall, but he won't be able to get far enough into the base to penetrate the base deep enough in order to take out anything else. You can see there, drop ships are both down, and the roaster will finish off those beta minions, and boom. So that's not the way to come at this particular base. Now, if you want to defeat this base, probably the best way to do it is with a ground attack using, say, Jaibak or Jaibaka coming from the upper right-hand corner. Air can do a number on it if you come from the southwestern side of the base, but again, it kind of depends on your timing. Taking a look at another attack, we'll see how this player did it. Okay, he's coming in from the top right with the Jaibak, and he's breaking down the walls. This is the best way to defeat this particular base. But again, all on the timing. If you don't have the timing right, you're not going to be able to beat the base. That's just the nature of the design. He's able to stay up just long enough to be able to get the Giants in to distract the defenses and to get the cannon carts going and take down the Builder Hall. And you can see that's how he got his 2-star. But because of the timing on the bombers, you're only BH5. I got a BH5 game. Because of the timing on the bombers and the Boxer Giants, the bombers didn't open that wall quickly enough for the Boxer Giants to go in, so they weren't able to distract any of the defenses. That's what went wrong with his attack and why this wasn't a higher result. We're going to take a look at Builder Hall 5. Let's see here. Give me a minute. Builder Hall 5. Which game do I hit Builder Hall 5 on? Note Evento?
Don't ask me.
Builder Hall 5, I typically run 2 different attack strategies. On the one hand, I'll do all archers. On the other hand, I'll do beta minions. Best general P.E.K.K.A. strat is P.E.K.K.A. cart. Either that or use your P.E.K.K.A.s as just one camp combined with another strat, like say for example Jaibaka, where you do Jaibak, which is Boxer Giants, Bombers, and Cannon Carts, and then you throw in one camp of P.E.K.K.A. carts. If you want to shoot me your ID, your player tag, I can take a look at your base. Yeah.
I'm gonna head back up and do my homework.
All right, go do some homework. Be productive. Be educated.
It's easy math homework.
That's good.
It's multiplying decimals.
What's your player tag, Z? Okay, let's see. Social, search players. P89YVQ. CVU. Town elites are cool, cute. All right. So what do we got here? Level 3, 4, 4, 3 multi-mortar, 1 air bombs. You'll want to strengthen the air bombs. Oh, good, you got the lab up. That's good. So looks like you're a ground guy, I would say. Running mostly Rage Barbarians. Well, he's got to do his homework. I mean, if he doesn't get smart, he won't get a good job. If he doesn't get a good job, he doesn't move out. And that means I get terrible Christmas presents. I mean, that's no good. I want good presents for my birthdays and Christmases, so I got to invest a little bit in them now. So taking a look at your basey, I'll be honest, I don't like that big open box at the top like that for most of the base designs that I've run over the last year, simply because once you break in, it's just easy to plow right through the base. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you'll see where I talk about forming up that offensive line and then just walking through a base. It's bases like this where you've got that big opening that are more prone to somebody just walking through them like that. With the lower levels, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do, obviously, because you don't have a whole lot of walls. You don't have a whole lot of buildings. But I don't usually favor those big open box designs. You'll have to tell us if it's working out well for you, though. Because, I mean, if it's working out well, then there's obviously no complaints there, right? You're around 1,823. 9 barbs, 12 archers, and 2 cannons in builder machine. Yeah. So that's a Bombarian cart, not just a barbs and a Bart that works with archers. Yeah, archers are good to support a lot of these ground attacks. You know, level 8 archers. Yeah, so you're relatively new to Builder Hall 5, I'm guessing. You've only got 1 level 9 troop. See, the thing I like about this base that I'm running here, it's got a little bit of an opening, but it's got a lot of pathing going on. And depending upon how the troops come in, they'll be worked around things, and that tends to slow them down a little bit. Now, how well depends upon the opponent. I mean, I'm running at 2,100 trophies right now, and unfortunately, I'm going to be seeing a lot of Builder Hall 6s at 2,100 trophies. When you first come into Builder Hall 5, usually around, say, 16 to 1,700 trophies, I think it is, you'll tend to see more Builder Hall 5s, but at this point, I'm seeing almost all Builder Hall 6s. We can run a couple of attacks, though. Go ahead and kick the clock tower in. Now, at this level, because I'm not competing for trophies, I go spamadelic. I just spam my beta minions. And I put them around on the side that is opposite of the air bombs. Now, with any luck, something like this, I should be able to do well enough to take down the Builder Hall, even though I'm going to be chunking through a whole lot of buildings. And that's because the air bombs on this base are positioned down at the bottom. That's a bad place to put them. Well, again, not a whole lot of options really when you think about it with the Builder Hall 5. Well, you see, I should have held back a couple of my beta minions. And you guys ask for examples of what goes wrong. There's an example. I didn't hold any of my beta minions back, and now I can't get the Builder Hall. So this is going to be a mid-level 1-star. Man, gotta hate live streaming. You make a mistake and everybody sees it. I won anyway. That's great. Let's take a look at the replay and see what he did. Alright, so he's going to try to use Rage Barbarians, Giants, and Bombers. Now watch what happens here. You can see the pathing. You can see how things get bounced around. See how we activate the hidden defenses and so forth when they get to it, if he gets to it. And you see, he hasn't really disrupted any of the pathing on this base. So, yeah. That's what this base does particularly well. And the positioning of the sneaky archer towers in the middle there allows them a pretty wide swath. They can hit a good portion of the base, so as long as the troops don't get to them, you can see just how far they're able to reach out. You want me to try a new army composition live? Man, I'm not a glutton for punishment. Alright, let's see here. Barbs. Oh, my cannon carts are low. Shh, don't tell anybody I did that. Alright, so let's see here. How am I going to use this? I have no way to break into the base. I don't know that this is going to work very well on this base, because there's no way to break into it. This whole area up top here is actually within the reach of... yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, we're going to have to use the battle machine to break in on this one. I don't know about this, Z. This might not be the right base for this strategy. You really need to be able to practice with a new strategy to see how it works out. I'm sure you're doing just fine with it, but I don't think I'm going to do very good with it. Maybe you should take some of your better replays and upload them to the Army of One clan that I've got set up for replays. And I can feature your strat in a video. 35%. Oh my gosh. And I won because the other guy got knocked out. Oh, okay. So it's more of an archer army. Well, I'll tell you what. Do some and upload some successful attacks that you have, and we'll feature them either in another live stream or in a separate episode. If you can get some 3 stars together, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm in a clan. I have Divergent Void as well as the Australian clan that I'm usually a member of, Oz Builders. It's not my clan per se. I don't own that clan, but I do get down there and play with those guys an awful lot. And I feature their videos here frequently as well. PJVVU CCG, right? No, JG. Random guy. Mr. Random guy. Oh, you got a Builder Hall 8. Okay. Mostly level 5 walls. That's good. Need to work on your air defenses there a little bit. The point defense is up. Multi-mortars up. Mega Tesla's a little weak. Giant cannon's good. Air bombs are probably okay. So you like to upgrade your point defenses first, don't you? I tend to work through splash defenses first. But it's not bad. Unless I'm mistaken, this is one of the leaderboard bases, isn't it? 'Cause I think I've seen this run on some of the upper level players. It's not a bad base. So you like running giants, barbarians, carts. You're a big Bart guy, I'm guessing, probably. Good solid ground troops. You can do some Jaibaka there too with those super P.E.K.K.A.s or P.E.K.K.A carts. Yeah, you're in a good place. You've got a good assortment of troops and attacks that you can run. That's a good place to be. Keep working on that. I would think by the end of the year you'll have everything maxed out. I don't think we're going to see Builder Hall 9 until the beginning of next year. So it'll be another few months likely before we see Builder Hall 9. So you got time. That's good. Taking a look, there we go. That's my Builder Hall 5 base for anybody who's interested. Switch games here. How's the sound coming across, guys? Is it it's not too loud, not too low? I mean, you can hear the background sounds from the game without it overpowering my voice during attacks and that, I'm hoping. Because that's kind of the goal there, what I'm trying to do. Bring up the KVN game here real quick. This one, it's another one of my near-maxed Builder Hall 8 games. This, Hair Knocked, and then, of course, my flagship game, Knocked Hair, which is the main one. Right now, all I've got left is the Battle Machine and the Gem Mine. And of course the walls. But I've got a bunch of the walls upgraded to level 7. I haven't been playing it as much. Like I said, I haven't been playing any of the builder base games very much. I've been more focused on the home village. I've completed some of my Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8 games, maxed them out completely. Working on some of my Town Hall 9s as well as my Town Hall 12s. Don't have any Town Hall 11s at this point. But working on all those and getting them further along. Taking a look at this game. No, I can't show you the bases because... Alright, let's go ahead and clear this out real quick. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I got on this game. We'll take a few seconds here to clear out some of the debris on the game grid. Cleaning up the grass. Doing my yard work. I know you guys are always looking for bases, so I figured I'd share some of the bases I've got running on this game right now. There we go. Alright, so this is one of the bases that I put together about a month and a half ago or so, I think it was. It's a unique, it's a custom base. I've had good luck with this down in the 3,000s, some in the 4,000s, but some of the higher level players are getting in there now because we've seen this adjustment in where the trophies are at. Some of those higher level players that we're getting up there now are able to work their way through this one pretty quick and pretty easy. It's another one that suffers from a Jibok in the top right corner and from a southwest line, a minion drops attack. But other attacks don't do nearly as well, and especially since I closed it off, because originally the first design was opened down here, but when I closed it off, that eliminated a lot of the attacks coming up from the bottom as well as the top. So they have to disrupt pathing. They've got to take out a lot of higher hit point structures to get in there and really break things down. So it works pretty well for that. You've got the internal apron as well. I'll go ahead and run an attack with this one. We'll see how it does. Yeah, we can stick with air. We'll come from opposite of the air bombs this time. We'll hold back 6 this time, I think. Should have gone a little bit faster on that one. These level 8 air defenses are pretty good, even in a box base. That's why I don't run air as much anymore. And down goes the giant cannon. We'll let the battle machine work on the wall a little bit. He can break his way in. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, air's not the right thing to run on a box base. Well, we're just testing. We're just playing around. You're getting my voice on your left earbud only. Alright. So, is there a way to get this to change to stereo? And take a look at advanced audio properties. Left, monitor off, tracks. Okay, so I need to figure out how to switch the audio to stereo on the live stream. Thank you for that note, Zoltan. Now let's take a look at replay at how this base fares. Okay, so we got somebody come with a Jibok from the top right. We'll see what he decides to do. It's like the other base we were talking about. It really depends on the timing of the Giants and the Bombers. If the Bombers can break through the inner wall, the Giants will go in. If they can't, they'll go around. And if they go around, then you have no protection for your cannon carts, and they get creamed. And here they went around, so once again, the Bombers didn't get in time, which is the design of the base. Boxer Giants are going down. Cannon carts worked around as well. They got taken out pretty quick. And that's how this base succeeds against a ground attack. It'll do largely the same thing against a ground attack from the bottom or either of the other two sides as well. And there we go. We just got a bomber. And he's out of there. Okay. Let's take a look at the other base. This is the two-brow base. I don't remember offhand where I got this one, but it was off of some players 2 seasons back that were up in the 5,000s. If I'm going to rush your custom rush strategy and max BH3 before rushing to 8, what troops should I focus on upgrading while rushing up? Well, that's up to you. I mean, do you want to do ground or do you want to do air? Because I do air. I do beta minions. And then I literally just spam them all the way up until I get to Builder Hall 8. So, really up to you which way you want to go. A lot of people will focus on barbarians simply because they're cheap and they're quick and it's the fastest route to go. Are you an air guy or are you a ground guy? I mean, that's the question you need to ask. In my opinion, air is better. It's easier to spam them. It's requires less attention. But there are lots of people who are just fantastic with ground and they prefer to use ground. So either one of them is going to work just as well depending upon your particular preference. All right, let's see how this one does. I'm going to go back to Jaibaka. The range, I think we can get past them. We'll send the Super P.E.K.K.A. in on the left-hand side this time. And I completely screwed up and brought in some unexpected troops. Guess we'll send them up top and hopefully our cannon carts can do the job for us down south. I hate it when I do that. If you can work on your timing with the barbs, you'll be able to take out those crushers. Do you have another game or is this your only game that you're talking about, Jordan? Oh, the battle machine just lives, but not long enough to be able to do much more damage. Well, do you have more than one game? Or are you only playing one game? Like, for example, I've got 30 games and a dozen are builder base. So, do you have just one game, or is this BH3 that you're talking about your new game? And it's the only one you've got. That attack actually worked pretty well. Got an 81%. Okay, and he got a 33. So let's take a look at what he did on his attack. Okay, so that's smart. Come in from the top. Use the bombers to disrupt it. Okay, so then the BH3 is your second game, right, Jordan? And that is not as smart. So, here's the problem with this attack. He dropped everything spam style except for his Rage Barbarians. And if you want to break through a wall, that's fine, but that's what you got the bombers for. Moist! Hey! Okay, yeah, so if the BH3 is your secondary, then you know what? You got plenty of room to fiddle around, man. I would just go ahead and switch it over to air. Yeah, you see, this guy, he put down way too much, way too fast. And he basically bum rushed the builder hall. And that worked. I mean, he got to it. But he didn't have the stamina to get through the rest of the base. Well, I hope that's Moist Succulent from the vids. If it's not, I don't know any other Moist. Hey, see, the next thing, Moist, I'm going to get this figured out so that I can actually set up a feed with you guys. One of them being you, obviously. So that we can have you featured in the stream as well, and you can run attacks, talk about what you do and why you do, or talk about it over top of some replays that we've got. Took me a while to get this figured out. I know I've been kind of like off the grid the last week, but I did finally get it figured out, and now I can do live streams. I just got to figure out how to do the next step of bringing into the live stream other players. But I think I can do that. I have an idea on how to conference them in. So your main is only BH4. Okay. Well, you know, how far along are your troops? Give me your player tag. We'll take a look at it after I finish this attack. Oi! This one's not going well. I already started off bad. Maybe I shouldn't have come in from the top like that. Let's see if we can distract anything with that Super P.E.K.K.A. Oh, of course not. Super P.E.K.K.A's going the wrong way. I got ahead of my bombers. There we go. We'll spam the rest of the giants. And down goes the battle machine. So Jordan, what's your player tag? And nothing excellent about this attack. This attack is a mess. He's still going. That's not a good sign. Well, it looks like he might have been able to pick the base apart. You got the builder hall. Question is now, can you get enough extra percentages to percentage points to beat mine? And it don't look like it's going to happen. Yeah, it usually is. They don't use they use 0 in the player tags. Oh, you might have just enough to do it. Nope. Nope, we're going to win this one. All right, so Jordan, let's take a look at yours. 9LV0, 9LV0, PUUV. So Builder Hall level 4. And you're working on ground over here. For what it's worth, when you get to one of these, you want to max whatever your key troop is first and then max the other ones afterwards. I don't know if that's what you're doing or not, but just a point of note. Okay, so it's coming along slow, but it's coming along. Running Rage Barbarians with little baby dragon support there. There's a little bit of air defense at Builder Hall 4, not a whole lot. You're probably seeing Builder Hall 5 in about another... Well, if you're playing it every day, you'll start seeing Builder Hall 5 in about another 3 or 4 days. You're only protected up to 1,500 trophies. And once you start seeing Builder Hall 5, you're probably going to want to start using something like Bombarian. Which are bombers too. Yeah. Builder Hall 5 is susceptible to Bombarians. So you may want to build up your bombers a little bit. If you get them up to a sufficient level, you can use them to break down the walls and then flood the compartment with the Rage Barbarians. Some of the guys down at Oz Builders, take a look at the replays that I've posted. Okay, I know the latest ones are all Builder Hall 8, I realize that, but you can get an idea for the timing on the Rage Barbarians, and that'll help you as you work through the Crusher. You can also use your battle machine against the Crusher at Builder Hall 5, so that'll help up there as well. But right now at Builder Hall 4, you're going to continue to use the ground troops. You're going to have to work on your timing. That's what it's all about. Let's see. YCG2 U G to G J. Oh, this one is brand new. Yeah. Just making its way to level 3. All right, that's cool. Now you'll be able to use that one in clan games pretty well. That'll work out really well for you. Radul. LUPR. GLG. You've been playing for a while. Oh man, you're all maxed. You're working on your walls now, aren't you? 8s. Those are 8. Those are 8. That's 8. Yeah, you're just down to your walls, man. You're cruising. You got it. You got it made. You just got to get all the wall rings in clan games now, so you can get your walls done a little bit sooner. That's what I usually do. Is I upgrade using gold to level 3, and then I start using. Yeah, I know. Then I start using the wall rings to upgrade the walls after that. I actually jumped in and bought one of those packs that they had. I do a little bit of gemming on my main games, so I bought a $100 pack that they released real early on in the game that gave like 75 wall rings or something like that. Some ungodly number, and it was enough to literally finish my walls all the way up to like level 6 or 7. And then after that, I just used the wall rings I got on the clan games. Well, yeah, I could see that. I use the rewards on my main village sometimes too. Yeah, you're further along on your walls than I am on my Town Hall 12. I've never really emphasized walls on the main village though. Matter of fact, I actually had a Town Hall 11 that had pink walls. It was still level 6 walls, so a Town Hall 6 level walls on it. It was funny because people would attack it and they would think, oh yeah, I'm going to just steamroll this base. It's going to be nothing. And then as they start to attack, they find out they're actually dealing with, you know, max level Teslas and hidden Teslas and Inferno towers and so forth. So it wasn't quite so easy to crush. And the same goes now with a lot of the bases. But these war grade armies that people are coming out with, they zap right through it. This particular base that you're running, you might want to look for another base. It's very susceptible to Valkyrie attacks. So if somebody, if we have like an event where they're running Valkyries as part of the event, you'll want to switch out this base for something that's a little more Valkyrie resistant. Level 10, level 2, level 5. Yeah, that's not bad. You're coming right along. I'm guessing you're more or less a maxer type. So yeah, not bad. Yeah, Crystal's my favorite place to farm too. Although I typically hang out down there on my Town Hall 9s. Let me switch up real quick. Hang on, guys. I'm going to switch this over to my main game. Right now, I've really just started working on the walls. So I've only got some level 10 and 11. Just a few level 11 walls, not that many yet. But what I do have, the only thing left to max, Super Pekkas. Everything else is done. Take a look at the builder recommendations. That's all I got left on the builder side as well. Cannons, archer towers, mortars. I have a base that I run. All right, what's in the way? I get some tombstones. I have a base I run that enables me to kind of lay out the entire upgrades, so I can figure out what I need to do when. You can see I've already got just about everything on there max. The only thing is those 3 I was mentioning. I was able to do the wizard towers early on. Knocked out the bomb towers a couple weeks ago. Already got the 4 expos done. I like to go out and either raid like a madman and put down like all 4 expos or something like that, or 4 or 5 of the, say, archer towers or whatever. Yeah. Back end hogs. Brian, I can take a look at your base, but I'll need your player tag. Did you send me your player tag? Player tag is it's a number. Go into your profile, you'll see it is below your name. Like right there is mine. It's 2CPC V9UVV. That's what you need to get. And you can press that and copy it so that you can just paste it, because it'll copy it to your clipboard so you don't have to try to remember it. Looking back through the chat, I think I looked at all of your games. Yeah. So Brian, you're the last one. If you're still on with us, go ahead and post up your player tag and I'll take a look at it. And then I think I'm going to have to sign off because it is it's going to be dinner time. There we go. 8VC98. VUCQ. The clouds in Legends are terrible. Okay, so you are a level 6 Boulder Hall. Definitely want to get that roaster upgraded. That's a priority. Your key defenses are the multi-mortar, the roaster, the Mega Tesla. Okay, I'll see if I can take a look at that in a minute, random. Yeah, we'll do that. Your air bombs are kind of secondary, along with the hidden Teslas, and then you've got everything else. Point defensors are one of the last things I upgrade at any level, and I usually do get the crushers, so they're relatively close, but I focus first on always on the keys. So that roaster, I would definitely get that roaster upgraded. Now, it definitely takes a long time to get an attack in Legends. I hate it. Your home village looks good. Town Hall 8. And work on your Wizard Tower and Archer Tower there. How many builders you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got all 5 builders? Dude, why are those builders asleep? Yeah, get out there and raid and get those builders going, man. Okay. One last one. URJ. URJ. IRJ. Huh. Town Hall 9. Gee, let me guess, Random. You're trying to protect your Dark Elixir. It's just a hunch. Collector in the corner. You running all baby dragons? Okay. You have to let us know, how are those baby dragons working out for you at Builder Hall 6? So, I mean, baby dragon spam was a real issue at Builder Hall 5 when it first came out. And they still work really well at Builder Hall 5. But by the time we got to Builder Hall 6, it wasn't too hard to defend against them. So are you finding that you can use all baby dragons still at Builder Hall 6 pretty well? Definitely curious to know. Yeah, I gotta get the roaster up. And a multi-mortar. Looks like you're kind of focused more toward point defenses again. Yeah. Now, you and I definitely don't follow the same upgrade path. I always do splash damage first. Definitely my favorite. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Moist, I appreciate it. I haven't gotten in there this last week to copy off any of the replays that I've got. I've literally just been busy with other things and trying to figure this whole streaming thing out. Hopefully with good quality. Go away, Dazzle. So yeah, Random, I'd focus on your key defenses, man. I'd get that roaster upgraded. I bet you could climb even up to 2700 if you had that roaster a little bit further along. Now I can see it's not all you use. The baby dragons. You've got enough troops maxed from Builder Hall 5 that you're pretty flexible on what you can attack with. 11 down in Australia. Alright, Meridual, we'll take one last look. This is the last one. I gotta go make dinner, guys. My wife comes home and finds out that I was playing video games all day. She's gonna be upset. YL0QCY. And QGC. Cyborg. Ooh, nice Town Hall 9. You like your walls. You're in pretty good shape on that Town Hall 9. So Hyper Rush Town Hall 8. Working on a multi-mortar and a roaster. Good. Giant Cannon needs some love. Level 3, that's good. Mega Tesla needs a little love. Aw, come on, man. Put your tag up. I'll look at it. Yeah. So, Merdol, are you following the general path that I put together for the Hyper Rush, or you kind of customize a little bit to your own? So I usually buy the bonus packs so that I get the level 4 and don't have to fuss with it anymore. And so you're taking it F2P style, free-to-play style. I think there's about maybe a 5 to 10 second delay between what I say and see here and when you guys see it. Poor Fid. Which one is that, Fid? Is that your main one? See, if that's your main one. R9, Y9, yeah, that's it. See, that's Fiddlesworth from Ozbuilders, guys, and, well, Fid kind of, you know, is an overachiever. 5,200 trophies so early in, and 6,200 trophies at the end of last season, I think it was. Shh, there's Fid's base. Of course I know who you are. You hit my Patreon page. It gives me more information that way. But I never know if people want to be called by their in-game name or by the name they use on YouTube or by their real name. It's also why I usually do gender neutral. I call everybody he so that the she's won't get, you know, requests for dates and marriage proposals and things like that. Is this the base you're actually hunting with right now, Fid? I'm not cooking anything for dinner, but I will be. I'm going to probably pull some pork out of the freezer. Yes, go over to Patreon and join as a patron. If I can actually show that I can make money doing this, my wife will, like, she'll be happy. And maybe she won't give me a hard time for playing video games all day. I keep saying I'm going to stop doing this. She's going to be home soon. She's working a little overtime today. Y2PGQ. G9YR. Oh, marriage is good, man. Marriage is how guys live longer. Unless, of course, they anger their wives, and then their lifespan might be cut short. Oi, we have a youngling. Town Hall 7. I got a few max Town Hall 7s. Builder Hall 3. So, Ruben, are you going to max this? I could probably just type it and you guys would get the message quicker than, than I'm saying it. Now, my wife is actually really supportive of my habit. But she knew what she was getting into when she married me. Oh, you're Portuguese. Oh, man. I'm no good at Portuguese. I'm sorry. Let's see. I was wondering if you're going to complete Builder Hall 3. Oh, Paris. Hello. Didn't know I had anybody over in Paris watching. That's cool. Okay. That's good. Clan War Leagues. Man, I don't know about that. I've been following the thread on the Clan War Leagues really closely and analyzing everything that Darian says. But to be honest, I'm a little nervous about the initial seed. You know, when you take a look at a clan like ours, Divergent Void, we've got, well, you know what I think? Probably the easiest way to do it is from a war. So we've got like 4 or 5 Town Hall 12s. And then we've got like 4 or 5 Town Hall 11s. The same on Town Hall 10s. But then we go into a run of 9s. And a whole bunch of 8s, starting with Holtria there. And then we've got a couple of 7s. So with such a mix of Town Halls, I'm a little nervous. Speak easy. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous about how the first season is going to go for placement. I want to take the whole clan. Yeah, I've got a couple of openings if you want to join. I want to take the whole clan into the Clan War Leagues, but I'm worried that we'll be matched against clans that have a lot more high-level players. So I'm nervous about that. But we've been doing pretty well. It's a mix. But you can see we've got plenty of green in here. A little bit of red here and there. We win a few, we lose a few. I've been able to do a lot of 50 versus 50 wars by bringing the minis over from my other clan. Just join. I've got, what do I got now? 47 out of 50. There's 3 open slots. You can join if you want. In fact, I'm looking for a few more players. I moved a few of my minis out so that there would be some open slots for people. Before I forget, put my regular base back up. I love the new clan castle putting 2 dragons in. So guys, unless you've got some other questions, I'm going to go ahead and blow on out of here. Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut on out of here and get some dinner going. Did you give us an upload? Ah, cool. Let's take a look at Moist's replay real quick. Two and a half minutes. How do you take 2.5 minutes with a Bombarian cart, dude? This is like a mad rush strategy. So for any of you guys that don't use this yet, Bombarian carts, you've got Rage Barbarians, Bombers, and Cannon carts. The objective is to first clear out the buildings around the outside, open a hole in the wall, and then basically bum rush the base. Like I've said in some of the videos we've done on it, you want your cannon carts to come in from behind the Rage Barbarians, and of course the battle machine. It takes time for bombers to open up the corner. But you bring your cannon carts in from behind in that protected space. You can see that nice offensive line forms up. I'm sorry, I think I'm getting a little redundant because I always say the exact same things about that nice offensive line. Done right, you're going to cruise mid-60s to mid-70s with almost every attack. Bombers, that's what's going to take a while, so bombers. Boom. 72, not bad. Poor Daz. You got any other replays over here? No, that was one of my high-level ones. So for those of you guys that are running Town Hall 12, here's one of the high-level attacks I did earlier today. I was working on the event that uses lava hounds. So I decided to try out a clone spell. We had a guy in the clan before, he went by Macca. He had a couple of games. And he would use this clone spell on the balloons that come out of his... Yeah, I usually force quit too. He'd use the clone spell on the balloons that come out of the siege machine, like that. And it would just decimate the middle of the base. Between that and using all the haste spells, I don't use any rage spells when I run these lava loon attacks. I'm not even taking minions anymore. Because if you get a nice square base that's laid out like this with all the defenses in the middle, the balloons will just sweep right through the base. You just have to haste them along. Haste them as they enter the base, and haste them as they get toward the middle of the base. Clone them into the middle. Come from the side that's got the Eagle Artillery. Of course, having a level 60 Archer Queen doesn't hurt matters any. Put 5 healers on her, and she just stays up forever. This attack actually went pretty well. I got a whole bunch of replays over on the Army of One clan. If you guys want to, yeah, I will. If you guys want to upload replays, you know, again, high-level replays, typically looking for Builder Hall 8, but we can look at lower ones too. I like the high percentages, nothing under construction. Want to see bases that are max defense for that level because, again, we want to show people how to take down higher level, more difficult, more complex bases. Whether it's Builder Hall 8 or not isn't particularly relevant, just so long as it's, you know, a difficult to take down base so people can see it and kind of gauge what they're doing. There you go. So on that note, guys, I am definitely getting out of here. I'm going to be doing regular live streams over we'll say maybe 3 a week. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll begin doing them. We'll do live streams with upgrades when Clan War League starts. I will live stream the beginning of that. I'll have the clan full at 50 one way or another. I'll just bring over some of my minis if necessary to fill it up. And you'll be able to see as I do the whole initial seed and get it going and that what we end up with. No idea how long it'll take for searches, but I would think that when Clan War Leagues go live, it's going to be fast because everybody's going to jump in at first. After that, maybe not quite as fast. Anybody who's interested in joining our clan, you are more than welcome to join. If you find that there are no openings, just shoot me an email and I'll move one of my minis out. I've got like 25 of them over here right now, but always happy to have more people in the clan. We always hit the clan games top tier. Got a lot of great guys in here. We have plenty of max troops. So, yes, you finally convinced me to do live streams. But just remember, Fid, you're going to be in my live streams eventually. As soon as I get the conferencing working, you're going to have to come online with me. And that means you're actually going to have to talk as well. So, everybody will know it's you. But like I said, you're welcome to join. The tag's on the screen. It's also in the comment section down below. And I'm going to go make some dinner. Y'all take care, and I'll catch up with you again in another day or two. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.